Price rises can be a difficult and a nervy time for any marketer. But when Loom had to tell their customers that they were doubling their prices, they did it with clarity and ease. Today, I am looking at Loom's pricing update email with SaaS and e-commerce expert Sama Owais. Are you ready? Let's go! Hey Sama, how's it going?
Going pretty well. How are you doing?
All right, yeah, I'm good. Back again, doing another teardown, and this time it's of Loom's important update to your subscription email. What do
Oh
you
yeah.
like about this?
Okay, so I like everything about this email, right? I may be a little biased because I love Loom. Their software is going through some growth spurts and like related problems, but I love their customer service. I love their service, and the software as a whole. But what I love most about this email is that it is short and sweet and to the point, which is my favorite kind of SaaS email.
Yeah.
And I love that this email, even though, like when you read it, the context of it is that at the start of the pandemic, they did their users a huge favor by slashing their prices by 50%.
Hmm.
And I think we got them for like 6 months. And so this is an email telling us that, hey, 6 months are over. We're going to, move our prices back to, whatever they were, I think $10 per month. So, A, they didn't necessarily have to, but I'm really glad that they did. Even though it was a favor, I wouldn't have complained if they had given me no warning. But I love warning emails. I love knowing what's going to happen. Um, because even though it's a very small amount from 5 to 10, but if it was any other software with like a bigger pricing ticket, my accountant would have flagged it and said, hey, what happened? Did you upgrade? Did you do something? You got to tell me about these things beforehand so that I can, budget for them. So just, I really appreciated receiving this email. And I love that subhead that they've bolded, which says, what does this mean for you? Which means this email is focused on me. Um, and essentially, no action is required, right? And they're just essentially telling me that I don't need to do anything, which again makes this my favorite kind of email. I can just close it and forget about it. Um, but what this email does subconsciously is also remind their users of that huge move they made at the start of the pandemic, right?
Hmm.
People have short memories, right? I honestly speaking, this pandemic, I don't remember what happened 2 days ago in terms of news and updates in my own life sometimes. And so, this was a good nudge back to, hey, we did this big thing for you. And now those 6 months are over, or whatever time was it, and we're going to go back to increasing our prices back to what they were.
Sure.
And yeah, final feedback is that this is very, very customer focused, and I really love it.
Yeah, I have some experience of when this goes wrong as well. So with our company, we had a renewal email, which is kind of similar, which told people when a payment would happen. So it's a a license model, so it recurs. And we said, hey, you're going to be charged for this in X number of days. And we kept getting these kind of things like these support requests saying, hey, can I have a refund? I didn't realize this was going to renew. And we were just always like, fine, but we definitely emailed. Um, and it turns out our email automation had broken, and people weren't getting these receipts affected or pre-charge
Yeah,
notifications. And we basically switched ours off and turned Stripes on,
yeah,
so that it would just do it automatically. No more questions, no more refunds. They make a huge difference to kind of communicate pricing changes or charging changes
yeah,
effectively via email. And it doesn't have to be complicated, as you just pointed out. Um, I think you're totally right about the what does this mean for you section as well. Like
yeah.
that's a huge deal, and I wonder if they've got people and they've tailored this campaign to different
Oh,
tiers.
that's interesting. That would be really interesting to find out.
Yeah.
Also, I just noticed they, make a tiny reference to what my Loom Pro account gives me, right? So in case I'm thinking about canceling, in case the $5 to $10 jump seems like I don't want to do this. This is not. I don't want to pay $10. So it's like a very handy link at the bottom that check out all the features you have access to by paying for Loom Pro, and that's really it's all like these are all conversion tactics,
Yeah.
micro conversion tactics. It's not a big like a CTA thing, but it's just there, and it makes a difference.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of SaaS brands will neglect to even put in to an email what they do.
Yeah.
But the reality is that we sign up for so much software these days that
Yeah.
we forget it instantly. And if you don't make it clear what it is that you're getting from the tool, then it's just going to be an unsubscribe, isn't it? If you're not
Yeah.
actively engaged, and that's
Absolutely.
the worst scenario for email marketing, really. All right. Anything else you want to say about this?
Yeah, that's it. Like I said, short and sweet.
Nice work, Loom. All right. See you again.